What's going on, my fellow A-Plusers? Welcome back once again to a brand new episode of A-Plus Hero Report, your stop for your Marvel, DC, movies, and television news and reviews right here on our YouTube page. As always, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another week. Ladies and gentlemen, happy Tuesday. I certainly hope everybody's enjoying their week so far. Wanted to come to you guys today for some fresh new content for our channel as we wind up getting ourselves a Mandalorian trailer yet again. That's right, guys. We're counting down the days. 10 more days until season 2 of The Mandalorian premieres on Disney Plus. October 30th is in fact the day, and as of yesterday, last night on Monday Night Football, they did go ahead and reveal to us a brand new special look, perhaps the second official trailer, if you will, only about a minute or so, with some additional footage, a little bit of additional footage, maybe some new angles that we hadn't seen before, and we get the opportunity here to explore some new locations, some familiar faces, and a ton more, guys, and we're going to go ahead and talk about it and break it down for you guys today. So I'm your host, as always, Adam Perez. Let's go ahead and get into this Mandalorian trailer review. Listen, talking about the idea of just new locations, we continue to see the icy planet. I don't even know if that's Hoth, to say the least, or if this is going to be a brand new planet that we haven't been introduced to. Get an opportunity to see the Mando crash landing on this icy planet as we come to find out further details about what the story plot is certainly going to be this in this season. The idea that the Mandalorian has to get Baby Yoda back to either his species or the Jedi, whichever certainly comes first. And it seems as though the Mandalorian is going to be on a mission to find other Mandalorians to try and guide him in that particular direction. And it seems as though his journey at some point in time puts him on this ice planet as we see him crash landing on there. So some really great shots. I think the special effects are going to be just as good, if not better, as it was in season 1. If you guys happen to get the opportunity to watch the making of The Mandalorian on Disney Plus, the idea that they're incorporating this brand new industrial light and magic, or ILM technology, in the volume, their brand new sort of stagecraft technology, I'm expecting that to even be pushed further than what it certainly was in season 1. So just from seeing the Hoth crash and just some of the special effects and the locations that they chose for season 2, I think the graphics are certainly going to be pretty amazing. We also get the opportunity to revisit sort of that fighting arena, if you will, that we see the Mandalorian walking to. There is in fact a giant ring in the center. It looks like it's a fighting ring, almost like they're doing either combat sports or some sort of like warrior against warrior, one-on-one, man-on-man sort of type of competition. I love that aspect, maybe because of the fact that I'm a big sort of MMA fan, that anytime we get introduced to things like that in this Star Wars world or Star Wars universe, it heightens my curiosity. I'm really curious to see exactly how much of this fighting arena that they're definitely going to show. And it goes back to even the first trailer that we wind up watching, right, where the gentleman confronts Mandalorian as he's sitting there talking about the idea of trying to get Baby Yoda from him. I think the quote he says is, "Wherever he goes, I go." And if you recall, in the first official trailer, Mandalorian gets his little missiles ready, and you see Baby Yoda close his capsule, if you will. In this trailer, we get to see the rest of that shot played out, as we get to see him using his missiles once again out of his wrist, out of his wrist launcher, and it, like, all the bullets and rockets just go all over the place. I thought it looked great. We've seen him utilize that in season 1, but to see it utilized here in this trailer, I was really looking forward to it. So I'm glad that they showed it to us, to be quite honest with you. So we also got some familiar faces, right? Not only new locations, but familiar faces are in fact coming back. We get the opportunity to see Grief and Cara once again. Cara Dune, played by Gina Carano, as the Mandalorian is trying to get the crew back together, right? I mean, he had such great success with them in the first season. Why not go back to certainly what works for you? And we do see those two characters coming back once again. And what looks to be is going to be a pretty good sort of chase scene sequence that we wind up having. It seems as though they might have maybe stolen like some sort of stormtrooper transport, and they've got some some stormtroopers following behind them on some of their speeders and things like that. So I'm really eager to see how that chase winds up playing out. But when it comes to these two characters, I can't wait to see them, to be quite honest with you. You know, Gina Carano, who plays Cara Dune, really impressed me in season 1, considering the fact that she's not the strongest actor in the world. I do love how they've utilized her and really put her in a place to certainly succeed as an actor. And I wouldn't be surprised if they ask maybe just a little bit more from her here in season 2. I don't know how big of a role she's certainly going to play, but I'm expecting her to be physical, bring that muscle, and continue to become a pretty good actor at the end of all that also. So really looking forward to it, guys, especially when it comes to those two. And if you look inside of that, if you look inside of the transport during that stormtrooper chase scene, there is a third person in that cockpit with them. It seems to be like a blue alien. Maybe he's got some gills on his face. It kind of almost reminds me of the first guy that we wind up seeing at the very beginning of season 1, right? The bounty that the Mandalorian was certainly trying to find when he winds up finding him in like this cantina in the middle of nowhere. He winds up picking up that guy, taking him on the Razor Crest, and I believe winds up like putting him on ice, if you will, right? And so I wouldn't be surprised if this is the same guy. It almost looks like it briefly. So I'm wondering if the Mandalorian had to like go back and rescue this guy and break him free, or if they happen to bump into each other and he winds up jumping on for the ride again. I'm not quite sure, but I am eager to see how he fits into this, especially when we have a returning Grief and Cara Dune also. So we'll see what winds up happening there. But yeah, the storyline looks like it's going to be pretty solid, right? We got the idea of taking Baby Yoda back to either his people or the Jedi, considering just the friction that the Mandalorians and the Jedi have had before. I'm really eager to see the journey that this takes Mando on to not only meet other Mandalorians, but to see their views on the Jedi as well. I believe we're also supposed to be getting Ahsoka Tano at some point in time in this season. If I had to put my money on it, though, I wouldn't be surprised if she's only in like 1 or 2 episodes. I don't think this whole entire season is strictly going to be about that, but I think the idea of at least trying to take Mandalorian back to the Jedi, or excuse me, taking Baby Yoda back to the Jedi, maybe we do get ourselves a Mando and Jedi confrontation at some point in time. So I am looking forward to that. And then, of course, we've got Katie Sackhoff, who I believe is supposed to be returning to reprise her role as her character from Star Wars The Clone Troopers. And was it Pre Vizsla, if I'm not mistaken? I can't remember exactly who Katie Sackhoff wound up playing, but she did in fact play a Mandalore, so I wouldn't be surprised if she's the one that Mando winds up actually bumping into at some point in time. But I'm eager to see exactly just all these new additions and all these fresh faces to season 2. Again, I don't think they're going to have huge roles that last all season long, but definitely significant enough to certainly make an impact in here. And of course, the coup de grace, if you will, to wrap up this trailer, the opportunity to finally see Mando using his rocket pack. It's something that he wind up getting towards the end of the season, and now it seems as though he's going to be utilizing it just a little bit more. It's true nature to that of the Mandalorian, so to see him taking that next step, taking that leap of faith, if you will, and using his rocket pack as he jumps off the ledge, I thought was breathtaking to watch, and super exciting for just some of the action sequences that maybe we might get with Mando in the rocket pack also. So really looking forward to that as well, guys. But overall, I think this is going to be a great season. While it wasn't a ton of brand new footage in this trailer, the stuff that I did see certainly helped maybe connect certain pieces, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more of the storyline to go, right? I would not be surprised if we come to find out more about Moff Gideon. Heck, the speculation that I have is Moff Gideon's actually a former Mandalorian as well. Maybe that's how he wind up getting a hold of the Darksaber, maybe after he switched sides over to the Empire. Who certainly knows what the case may be. But I think the storyline for the for Mando finding the Mandalorians will probably all explain that back history or that past history of what's happened to the Mandalorians a little bit better. And so I'm definitely expecting Moff Gideon to certainly play a significant role in that. But other than that, guys, nice little minute of footage here from the Mandalorian. October 30th is certainly going to be the day. If you need a place or a spot to make sure that they review Mandalorian for you, this is it, guys. This is it. When we were A+ opinions on our past YouTube page, we did do the review for The Mandalorian, all of season 1, and we will be doing season 2 for you guys here as well. So if you are looking for Mandalorian reviews, hit that subscribe button along with that bell notification, so when we do drop brand new videos, you will certainly be notified. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for me here today. Hopefully we'll have some more content for you guys throughout the rest of the week. We've got our Swamp Thing review dropping for you guys tomorrow, and of course we've got A+ Hero Report live Sunday at noon Central Time, so certainly join us then. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, do me a big favor, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and keep it A+. I'll talk to you later. Bye.